ILU.
Hello, hello, hello. Just seeing if my Stream Deck transitions work, and they totally do. I added a bunch of new ones and changed some stuff around. Aw, yeah. Happy Wednesday. I was about to say happy Friday, but it is in fact Wednesday. I'm tired. The bottom says, but I'm here, and that's my mood today. I'm tired, but I'm here. Fee, I can't believe how many sandwich emotes are there. I love it. I mean, who knew? Thank you for your patience while I ate a sandwich. I thought I could eat it faster. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're doing coworking. We're doing coworking today. But I feel like it's been a good week for me. I hope it's been a good week for y'all. Lots of progress on things, which is always exciting to feel like you're actually getting stuff done. I finally feel like I'm caught up after being sick for 1,000 years. So, thank God. Oh, Snamwitches is that streamer's name. Interesting. I love getting a gifted sub. It's like, enjoy your free emotes. Oh, also, I think I might be getting a sinus infection, so I'm very sorry if I sniffle or otherwise am annoying, sonically annoying. Oh, I got a new sparkling water. So typically I don't really like Waterloo. Not a big sparkling water person, actually, because I don't like the bubbles, but I like the flavors. So I like a flat sparkling water, which seems a little silly. And I don't typically like Waterloo because they're not super flavored, but this one has summer berry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry. Unfortunately, very patriotic. So, oh, have you tried Spindrift, though? Because I like Spindrift better. Spindrift is probably my like top tier sparkling bevy because it's got like actual juice in it, so it feels like it has more flavor. Oh my god, no, I'm not an energy drink bitch. Whether or not you think that's a good thing is a different thing. Oh, that's funny. I like Spindrift a lot, but I figured let's try this patriotic water. Coding Vibe Colby was like, I really hope you don't like the patriotic water because I bought it very resentfully. I wanted to try a different one, but I was like, man, I think I want to try the patriotic water. So that's my oh, it's pretty good. It is so much more carbonated than I want it to be. Tastes like America. Sure. I don't have anything clever to say to that, but sure. Miles is bothering me as usual. No, just kidding. Let me move some stuff. Here, Miles. There we go. Now he can bother me on a bench. I think he wants. I have some pretzels. Yeah, look at that. I can't give you pretzels. They're human food. We're trying to feed you less human food. I love carbonation, so I love to take orange ones, add orange Mio in them, and make orange soda, but it's water. That's a lot. It's a lot. Miles, attention time? Okay. That is not a problem. He's already here. Also, that's what your points are for. Sir, can you look closer to the camera so that the people can admire you? He's a perfect baby. We had some good cuddles this morning. I think it's a clever outfit for your shirt. If it would be a shirt that said, I'm tired, but you wore shirts on the butt that said, but I'm here. I think this brand actually created some sweatpants that say it too. So I don't know. I don't think the butt says it, but like similar vibe. I just looked at your point menu today, so I was just waiting. I appreciate that. And Miles does too. He's over here, just begging for attention at all times. He's a goober. We need to get back to training a little bit more with this guy, because he's a terror during dinner time with the baby. He wants the boy to drop all the things. No, I would never. Even with love. Even with love. Mm-hmm. All right, you're a good boy. Ah, don't lick me. Not in front of everybody. There you go. My nose is so gross and bad. I love my life. Let's look at some Pomodoro stuff. I don't think he dislikes, like, I think he thinks you're a favorite person. I think he knows, Liz. I think he knows. He's also sly, it's true. Man, I forgot we're in winter. That's exciting. I don't think we can pick anything. Okay, just checking. And we don't have any money. Okay, yeah, we must have already done all that. Is anyone working on anything exciting? Let me know what you think about this. I'm thinking of, because we live in Texas doesn't have a single season ever. I'm thinking of adding, I've seen some other co-working streams do like bot commands for things like join the Pomodoro or like list what they're working and I really want to do something like that. It could be cool to have, like, maybe I move the chat box from up here, or I move it higher and have another thing that's like a post-it note of what people are working on, something like that. Or who's joined the Pomodoro. Like, it could just be names if you don't want to share what you're working on, but I'm nosy, so I always like to know. Yeah, I do have the big thing down here, but for some reason my brain is like, make it a square, and you can't put a square down there. But I could change it. We could do a long boy. A rectangle is what they're called. A long boy. We can't call bananas by their name because my kid loves bananas too much and will request one at any time. So we've been calling them long yellow boys, and I think it has rubbed off on me in other ways. Same fee, same. It's weird because, so like yesterday, was it yesterday? No, it was Monday, because my focus was like not on things that I wanted to actually be focused on. but I added a bunch of different buttons to my Stream Deck because I realized I had a bunch of different needs now than when I first set it up. Like now I have this screen for the Pomodoro, so I added a button for that. I added a button for the ending of the stream, so like when we're working on rating, I can change to like the just chatting, and also I think it has some other setting on it, but I have a whole bunch of stuff, so it's a little more automated. And I have a clip button. I have a button to run ads in case I take a break. Yeah, just trying to make things a little bit better. The next thing on my list, and maybe I'll do that during this working session, is to get channel redemptions on the screen somehow, because I think it's silly that they're not. And it shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, editing. You've done a good job, like, on your YouTube thumbnails and things. It's pretty great. I've seen you. I've seen all that work you're putting in. I don't like editing, so I simply do not. All right, friends. I've been avoiding it long enough. It's time to start working. I didn't refuse to use it. It's just, I don't know if it fits my life. If it was on your channel, it would make total sense. But I'm like, is this my brand? What is my brand? And then I had a little crisis. So I recently realized it'd be cool to use ChatGPT to create quick stuff I always want to make, and then I just have to edit code, which is something I can do. Oh, like specifically stuff with code. There's GitHub has a AI feature for coding as well. But I think it's paid now. But I've heard good things from people who have used it. Like, it's surprisingly useful. If I put the pretzels away, do you think Miles is gonna go away, or is he just gonna vibe? Okay, let me get my everything set up, and I'll start the timer. Boop. There we go. I don't mind paid, but for like home automation. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if you need to. Honestly, I feel like that's common enough that you shouldn't have to pay for that. You know what I mean? Your vibe is like pink space, chill vibe, minimalist. I'm into that, even though I feel like I'm a maximalist more than a minimalist. I try to be a minimalist, but it doesn't work. Okay, buddy. I gotta put you down now. I gotta work on stuff. All right, what are we working on today, on this fine day, as my laptop locks itself again? Let's answer some Slack messages. Slack. Schlook. I changed my monitor to be horizontal, or no, the other one, vertical. So I'm still adjusting to that. Make a redeem that brings on pixel miles on screen. I need a pixel miles first, but I love that. Okay. I never did my stand-up for the day, so I guess I'll start with that. I try to do it before noon, but it doesn't always happen. Is it you? Liz, I would like a pixel miles. But I'm always hesitant to ask for things. Meetings times 3. Oh, I have lots of things I want. If you want some tattoo money, we can meet in a back alley and do a deal. I will message you later about this, because we'll make it happen. What is the other thing I'm doing today? Review, CCH, docs. And then do I have any emails to go through? Oh, I do. I was in my sent inbox. That's annoying. Okay, no, I'm good. Cool. Liz did my starting soon screen, which is lightly animated. I say lightly because I think that's, I don't know what the technically correct term is, but. Yes, that's a great answer. Man, this I'm in a group on Facebook for posting bad tattoos. Which is, you can argue about the ethics of that, but you know, sometimes it's cool. And it's interesting to see. And someone posted a tattoo, and it's a back piece on a person who is fat. And like, if you zoom in at all, even if you don't zoom in, you can see like how shaky and bad the lines are. And multiple people are like, well, it's hard because like fat people are jiggly. Like it's the person's fault for being fat. And it's like, number one, that's not true. I'm fat. I have plenty of tattoos and it hasn't been hard for my artist at all. And number two, if that was true, then the artist should know not to accept this project of doing a full back piece on someone. It's just such a weird take. Wow. It pissed me off, so I made a comment because it's a good way to spend your time just getting into internet fights. Yeah, literally. I know so many people of varying sizes with different tattoos. I know people with different skin conditions. Like even the placement of a tattoo would impact the like jiggliness of the skin or whatever. But they're like, yeah, it's hard to pull a straight line on fat people. And I'm like, this is literally not true. And anyone that's in the audience that's a tattoo artist is like, yeah, that's not true, which is always funny. Get good, losers. I mean, truly, that's just on you being a bad artist or like not a skilled tattoo artist. Literally. Cause like, I feel like most skin is jiggly. Like a lot of the body is just naturally jiggly because that's what skin do. I do feel bad for the person with the tattoo. It's not very good. But that's, you know, that's a thing. I can't save everyone. Okay. So next I'm digging into, so I run this, what do you call it? This community on GitHub, this organization, the Camunda Community Hub. And not a lot of people do similar stuff to what we do. Like I haven't seen a lot of good examples of people or companies who have an open source product that have all their community extensions housed in a GitHub organization. And so I'm going to be doing some digging into other orgs that have something semi-similar and see what lessons I can learn from their onboarding. I'm trying to improve our onboarding journey because it was created before my time, so there's like some legacy stuff that I maybe am missing, and I just want to make sure it's very clear. We have a lot of docs, but I think they're kind of hard to navigate. Another day, another contributor experience that I'm working on. We've also had a couple questions come in lately that make me realize it's not as clear as it could be. Oh, I just remembered a question I was going to ask my boss. Oh, I was looking for this. Hello, Pluto was a planet. I'm also getting ready to venture into we need to improve our onboarding, especially as we grow in big chunks now journey. Not looking forward to the amount of documentation to standardize. Yeah, it's a beast. Oh, that reminds me, I must have lost the task because it's not on my task board. Oh no, here they are. No? Yeah, I lost it. Okay. I need to look at some stuff in our internal documentation as well. Yeah, it's a challenge to... It's especially like when you go from being small to being medium, I find that jump is pretty hard. So this community I'm running now is at about 100 members, which isn't a ton, but is also way more than initially we had, right? And over 200 repos. So standardizing some of that, making sure that like conflicts are resolved and things like that is it gets harder as you grow. Also, some of the things that were set up are more technical than my ability, so that's another fun thing I get to do. I have too many things open. We have a neighbor getting new roof put on, so if you hear any of that, I'm very sorry. I think I have my mic settings so that you don't, but I hear it. I've noticed like the Zoom auto muting has gotten better because I'll like see a coworker respond to their dog barking and they're like, oh my god, so sorry, and you're like, I didn't hear it, but you can't keep talking if you're distracted by your dog barking. This is so interesting. I can't believe there's not very many people doing what we're like a similar use case to us. Oh, this is cool. This person or this project has like a big shout out thing for their contributors. I can show y'all. So in their README, they have a section that's shouts out to anyone who's contributed. And then I think it's like, yeah, codes, documentation, user testing, tests. I'm assuming this is bug. Yeah, bug reports. Eyes must be code review. Review PR, yeah. But that might be cute. Have a little thing where we thank folks. I like that. I feel like I'm gonna end up making a second GitHub account so I can test how things look to the public. Oh man, this looks annoying to set up, but I'm gonna try. It is. It's incredibly sunny today. And it's currently 83 degrees in Austin, Texas, and that's a fucking bummer. We hate to see it. Oh yeah. When you come inside and your eyes are like, ah. I bet there's a more less hands-on contributor button. Let's find out. GitHub contributor. Yeah, here we go. GitHub, show contributors and README. Although it is a bummer because the one that this org used specifically shows like what type of contribution they do. And that's cool because it also includes like ideas or speaking at an event and things like that, which is very fun. You do need cool sunglasses. We should all have cool sunglasses. Wild. This article on Medium about this exact topic was written 2 hours ago. Someone reading my mind? Okay. Weirdly, that's just a just another tutorial for the thing I was already looking at, which is wild. I love a cool mono frame. I'm not a big like sunglasses person, but I do have some cool Ray-Bans. Oh man, I found one, but it doesn't work for organizations. It only works for individual repos, and that's not what I want. Yeah, exactly. I don't care about brands either. But I do, sometimes I wonder if I would lose things less often if they were more expensive. Like sunglasses. I feel like people lose a lot. Oh, it's break time. And we got an Achievo. Dedicated leaf. Let me switch my mouse back over. Oh god, $200. That's a lot of money. Nothing to pick. Oh, but we got some snails. Played for 5 unique IRL days. Heck yeah. Did we get enough to spend on something? We've got 9. We could get... let's see. It looks like the only useful thing right now is more peas at the start of seasons. We're on week 6. Won't be useful for 3 more weeks. But that's something we could do. We could also just save up for something else. Ah, that New Orleans money. Controllers are expensive. Yeah. I vote we hold off on buying anything, but let me know if y'all think differently. Did you ever get strawberries in the game? I think so. I think they're in spring. Or just in life? Okay. Let's see. Takes 1 week. Okay, cool. And that's all we can buy. Plant. Water. There we go. Kind of a slow season. Yeah, it's seasonal. Yeah, it's just like Stardew Valley or anything else. So right now we're in winter, as you can see by the amazingly cute calendar here. And also that it says winter on the bottom. So cute. So stinking cute. This week I've been really thinking about writing blog posts again. I know, the snowman. Where's his other eye? It's so wonky. I love it. I've been thinking about it because I did that live stream last week with my pal Kai that was all about live streaming. A live stream about live streaming. And I have so much to say. And I feel like I have a lot of tips because I've done it both individually but also for a company. So I feel like that's 2 blog posts right there. One is like tips for getting started as an individual streamer and like my thoughts and comments and advice or whatever on that. And then also how to do it as a company, like what, why and how, and getting started. I did like a little mini talk about it in 2020 and I was reviewing that this week because I'm doing like a mini lightning talk type thing for my team meeting about it, because I'm just like presenting to the rest of my team like, hey, here's what I've been working on streaming. It can be very hard to be an individual streamer. I will agree with that. I think it matters what your goals are, which is a big part of the presentation I'm doing. But I pulled from that previous presentation where I was talking about like doing it as a work thing, like doing technical streaming for a company and what my best practices were for that. And I presented that in like July 2020. So it's really interesting to see like how much I was like, everybody's at home right now. This is how you're going to reach your audience. Which is, I don't think that's changed much. Like there are in-person events, but from what I've heard from people in the industry, they're not as well attended as they were pre-pandemic, even now. So I still think streaming is going to be a big thing if you have the ability to do it. So I have thoughts. Yeah, I think it's hard to be a variety streamer. I think a lot of times what works for folks is like they get really big doing one thing and then they can branch out because they already have that audience. Yeah, exactly. Find your niche, do it hardcore. I know a lot of the people that Colby follows are like speedrunners that are really good at a certain game, but then we'll also watch them do other games because now we know who they are and we like their personality, right? Like stuff like that. And I think it's similar for the kind of streaming I do, right? Which is like, do whatever you're going to do, but do it consistently and keep doing it. And, you know, you'll grow eventually. But also my goal is not to like have a ton of viewers. Like I'm not like, if I only have 1 viewer, I'm still happy. It's nice to have people to talk to, but it's like, I do it for the stuff I'm able to get done on stream and to have company rather than to have like a ton of viewers, right? My goal is not fame itself or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think having a good personality helps no matter what kind of streaming you're doing. But also, how do you define very great personality, right? Like that could be anything. And also, I think some of the biggest streamers have a terrible personality, but that's just me. That's just my hot take. Yeah, it's really hard when you have fewer viewers. But I could talk to a brick wall, so I can and I do. All right, focus time. I love the frog and the burger. I love the bear and the tea, and I love the duck in the bath. Beautiful. Yeah, that's why I try to have a couple topics in mind when I start. But sometimes I don't do that and I just talk about whatever. But it helps. It helps when you're when you have things. I know the bear has amazing eyebrows. I could talk about that for 10 minutes. I've got topics. Yeah, I mean, you know, I do the same thing with... Maybe this is a neurodivergent thing because, like, if I'm meeting with a friend, sometimes I'll make an agenda. So we talk about all the things we want to talk about. Yeah, no, I'm a little more planned. But I think I'm also more planned in a lot of personality traits. Like, I'll practice a phone call in my head before I make the call. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I think my anxiety overrules my impulsiveness in that one regard. I'm gonna look up other... Oh, okay, this is cool. I found a list of projects that have implemented this contributor thing. So this gives me a lot of projects to creep on. Steal ideas from. I'm getting work done, which is neither. I think what you're asking is, am I practicing coding basics or looking for a specific project? I'm just doing work that you can't see because it's secret. Just getting stuff done on my list, and we do the Pomodoros, which are the focus time and then the break time. So right now I'm working on contributor experience for the GitHub project that I work on. So I'm creeping on other people's, like, how do they onboard people and how do they recognize people and that sort of thing. But on Friday we're going to be doing some JavaScript learning. Actually, I don't know if it's it's part of the API class, but I think we're doing debugging. I don't know that it's like specific JavaScript. I mean, I'm betting it is JavaScript, but you know what I mean. This one's in French. Yeah, crush those bugs. This is so interesting. I wonder... Here, I can show y'all what I'm looking at on this thing. It's not a secret. Just gotta move it to the correct monitor. Okay, so what I'm looking at is this thing called all contributors, which helps you recognize contributors for a project, and also specifically calls out people that contribute that aren't contributing code, which is huge to me because I'm not much of a programmer. So I'd love to be able to say like, oh, this person did some design stuff, this person did some PM work, whatever. And it looks like this. So here's an example on this project called Gateway Apps /Camino. So here's a whole bunch of different people that have contributed in different ways. And the emojis are what type of contribution they've done. The downside is to install this, you have to add people one at a time. So the way, like, you can do it with a bot, basically you can comment on a pull request and say, hey, add this person for this type of thing. But we already have hundreds of projects and a lot of people. So I wish it could at least pull everybody that's already done something, even if it doesn't have like the emoji about what they did, because it seems really difficult to add manually, but it might be worth it. And then I've seen other contributor graphs. Let me look at this. GitHub contributors and README. Yeah, so this one, blah, blah, blah. This one looks like this. Oops. This appearance. Oh, no, wait, hold. That's what it looks like now, but it only shows the first couple. This is what this uses. This is what this looks like, and it'll link to everyone's profile. But number one, it doesn't work for the kind of repository that I have, and number two, I don't know if it's like prominent enough. So still looking to see if I want to implement this or if I want to implement something that's a little easier. See if there's another way to do this. I found one that just lists people's names, but I don't like that. Gotta have pictures. Really? I don't always understand it, but it doesn't give me anxiety because a lot of times it's just copying and pasting. So even though this is really manual, it's not, it's something I'm capable of. But because again, it's like copying and pasting. Okay, this is I found something about beautifying your GitHub profile. Let's see what the too many words, too many chances of errors. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Not for everyone. The fact that we are all different is the beauty of life. Stack Overflow badge, no. YouTube badges. Other badges, GitWar. I don't even know what GitWar is. GitHub profile views. That's so funny. I would not track that personally. Discord badge. Here we go. Widgets is what I'm actually looking for. That's what makes learning things hard. Too much at once can and usually does overwhelm. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense too. That's why I'm trying to do just like the one JavaScript course and not make my own stuff up, right? Like I'm trying to stick with what they're trying to teach in the order they're trying to teach it. Oh my gosh, they have a Spotify widget so you can show what you're currently listening to on your GitHub profile. That's silly. Like it's MySpace. I only listen to very normal music, so not helpful for me personally. I should probably just control F for what I'm looking for, but I'm having fun looking through this. My music is very weird. I have this one Christmas song I can listen to on repeat all the way to work. Even now? Even past Christmas? That's so funny. I am fine with having incredibly normcore music taste. Gifts for GitHub. Oh, that song is very good, actually. I've listened to that. That was on my, like... I started listening to, like, a gay Christmas playlist this year, and that song was on there, and it's very good. And then Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande had a really good Christmas song on there as well. Santa, can you hear me? Or something like that. It was... I'm into it. Okay. Interesting. So... I don't know why this is not working. So this is the sort of static one. Let me make sure my link is right. Yeah, so it should be Community Hub. And then I tried to just do a repo that's in there, and it said no. Dev rel team. I wonder if it's just down right now. Look at all these ones that are using it, and when I looked, it was up. Yeah, see, contributor graph. Well, it generated that one. Do I have to get the full URL? Is that the problem? Even though this one doesn't have the whole URL? No. This is so weird. Let me go back. Issues. No one else is having this problem, it seems. Huh. Let me try one of the ones that's using it. Why is it not working with mine? What the heck? Okay, that one worked. Okay, that one worked. Okay, but it won't do all the different repos, which is annoying. Isn't it good? I love this Christmas music in March. Okay. Oh my gosh, good job, Liz. Can we get some hype in the chat for Liz? Making doctor's appointments is hard to do. I mean, okay, it can be for any time, but that's definitely a Christmas song and it's not Christmas, and I think that's very funny. Doctor's appointments are the worst. I hate scheduling. I hate calling, especially if you have to call. If you have to call? No. It simply is not happening. Marketing for maintainers. This does not have... Oh, I see. Interesting. The blog post has all the right words, but it's not the right context. Well, I can always ask the community if this is something they're interested in. And, and see what they say. It would be cool to have this as a little, like, surprise, I did this and it looks great. I wonder, let me look again. Maybe it's because it's not easily available. Like if I go to the organization page, yeah, okay, so if you look at the org page, make it a little bigger. And you can't see this because of the way that it is there. But over here, it says people, and it has a list of people. In an individual repo like this, it has a list of contributors, not just like all the people in the organization. So maybe that's why none of them work for an org. You have to do it manually because they're not actually tracking contributors across the org. That would make sense to me. Like I can't go to people and it say these are all the ones that have contributed in some way. Okay, so I'm gonna save this link so I have this for the future because I might implement that at some point. And then what I was doing was actually creeping on all these individual repos to see how they do their onboarding. So I'll get back to creeping. Gitcoin. Oh. CodeFund is an open source platform that helps fund maintainers, bloggers, and builders through non-tracking ethical ads. Interesting. I think it's... Well, this is a archive project. I guess that's not around anymore. Or they updated it, maybe. Oh, yeah. No, they're still updating things. Okay. Oh, but now it's crypto-y. Because it's a DAO, DAO. RIP. Let's look at this. Look at this. This one's on that page it uses this tool and it doesn't anymore. RIP. I feel like y'all will appreciate this one. This is a fan-made text adventure Pokemon game in Python 3 called Pokemon Python Red. Here we go, contributor list. Contributing guidelines. So this is the kind of onboarding stuff I'm looking at. Oh, it's break time. Oh. Here we go. Our snow globe is ready. And what is this, broccoli or something? And then Oh, what did we plant last week? Hold on. Sugar cookies and Brussels sprouts, I believe. Look at the snow globe is cute. Oh, thank you, duck friend. Oh my god, the snow globe we're rich. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, we have 2 weeks left. So we should only buy things that take 2 weeks or fewer. Donut! Y'all, we can grow a donut! Oh, I'm excited. Can't do a snow globe because that's 4 weeks. Can't do a snowman. Oh, but we can do hot cocoa. Oh. Boop. Boop. So satisfying. And 1 cabbage. I can't wait to get the friend that does the watering. Look at that donut. Just a donut on the ground. That's so silly. I love that. Amazing. No notes. I love PomoFarm so much. I don't even know if it's the indent of a donut or if it's just a donut on top. That's how I read it. It was like, here's a donut and you just plop it down and then you grow more donuts. Oh, so I've seen this thing where, like, to help a kid get rid of their pacifier, you'll like bury it in the yard and then the next day they come out and there's lollipops like quote unquote growing out of the place that they buried it. I've seen variations on this about like the Easter bunny and stuff too, but basically the idea is that lollipops are growing from your garden. And while I love and appreciate childhood magic, I think that's silly. I think we're going too far. And one day my kid's gonna come home from school and be like, how come lollipops don't grow in my yard? And I'm gonna have to be like, because Brenda's mom has too much time. Unfortunately, I'm now on like, the internet knows that I'm a parent, so they show me this stuff and I'm like, I don't want this. But yeah, we're not gonna do a lot of like anything that involves telling a kid that something exists that doesn't exist, like the Tooth Fairy or Santa. We're probably not gonna do, but that doesn't mean we don't believe in magic and we're not gonna have like fun things. But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, those lollipops for sure grew out of the ground. Like, I don't know, that's a little much to me. Or God. I mean, goes without saying. I do think when people are religious and then they do like Santa and the Easter Bunny and stuff, it makes their kid think that like also Jesus and God are fictional. Like I feel like it does a disservice. Nope, we're not going to do Santa. We're not going to do gifts from Santa or anything. I'm happy to do it like kind of a vague way to be like if my kid is 3 and is like, is Santa real? I'm going to be like, well, what do you think? And then just go with whatever they say. But we're not going to like be like, whoa, Santa brought you a present, you know? I just don't, I don't know. I don't vibe with it. It feels too much like lying. Yeah, but that's what's weird about it is the part where you find out that Santa's not real, you lose that faith, like the blind faith and the belief in omnipotence, right? So, and I don't like the surveillance part of it. That's the thing that gets me about Elf on the Shelf. Oh, so when I grew up, the way that my family did Santa is like on the day of, if there was a present that was set up for you, like a bike or something, then that was a Santa present. Like they wouldn't be wrapped the same. Sometimes they would be wrapped, but and I figured it out when I realized my mom had the same handwriting. Like they weren't trying that hard. But I think a lot of families do like Santa specific presents. Seems like that only happens if you're autistic. How dare you? Is it the pattern recognition? I mean, it just makes sense to me. It's not my fault you gave me 2 things and we're trying to be like, no, these are different. I never believed Santa brought me an N64. Yeah, I think that also gets confusing with like, hey, why did my friends Santa bring them a PS5 and I got socks, you know? Yeah, I'm fine with Santa's the spirit of all of us, but I think people do a lot to like keep the magic going, and I'm not into that. So, yeah. They never knew how to set up the gifts. That's very funny. They're like, I don't know, it's an N64. Santa says, here's a manual. Yeah, I think some people do a lot to keep the magic going far longer than they need to. But I also like the idea that like if you do discover that Santa isn't real, like you tell your kid like, and now it's your turn to be Santa, and like here's how we do that, and blah blah blah. Like that, I'm fine with all that. I just don't want to be like, yes, Santa is literally real. He watches you all the time to monitor your behavior. You don't get presents if you do things like be a child, you know? I'm not into any of that. ACAB includes Santa. I guess Santa was inside us all along. It's true, it's true. Should we get back to it? I have a lot of sighs today. Hello, Coding Vibe. How are you? Yeah, I thought you had therapy now-ish. Yeah, I was just talking about how we're probably not doing Santa with the baby. At least in any real way where we like pretend like, oh, we leave out cookies and then we take a bite so that he thinks Santa visited or whatever. I'm not doing any of that. We can leave out cookies, but I'm not going to be like, oh, I gotta do all that. I'm mixed on the Tooth Fairy because again, I don't want to be like, yeah, the Tooth Fairy definitely exists, but I do want to have some magic in the kid's life. So yeah, Santa without the lies. Exactly. I feel like there's probably ways you can do the Tooth Fairy where you do exchange teeth for money without it being like, I think it's so funny. I've seen like my parent friends be like, oh yeah, my 11-year-old like sleeps on a bunk bed now and I have to like ninja my way to get the tooth from under her pillow and you know, all this stuff. And it's like, man, no. They ain't for Santa, they're for the rats. You mean the practice that we do where outside bones fall out and we invite a demon into the house to exchange for money? Look. That's the thing. I think witchcraft is very cool. But yeah, I think the part where you're like, yes, this is definitely real and it's not your parents making the trade is kind of silly. I don't know. Maybe we'll find a way to do it that feels still fun. The Halloweeny dog? What's the Halloweeny dog? I like lore. I like myths. I like a lot of things. But I don't like lying. Coding Vibe, I hope you're having a good Wednesday, by the way. It's just a good boy that brings you treats while wearing a costume. Well, I mean, then if there's a neighborhood Halloweeny dog that brings us gifts, that's totally fine. It's like, oh, so one of the things I've seen people do is like boo each other, like used as a verb. So you boo a house, you like make a little gift bag that's Halloween themed and you put it at a house and then you invite them to pass it forward and stuff. We've done that once or twice in my neighborhood when I was growing up. And I've seen it done at schools too. So like different teachers will do it. And I think that's really fun. Like there's ways to keep the magic alive that is real and not doesn't have to do with the surveillance state. Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. There was like a little sign or like a little printed out thing that said some poem about like, you've been booed and now you've got to pass it on kind of thing. I don't think I've ever bobbed for apples in my life. That seemed like a fake thing that people from cartoons did. All right, y'all. Let's go. We're growing donuts, a snow globe, hot chocolate, and a cabbage. So yeah, being festive is great. I love being festive. But lying has no place in my festivities. They do look like bagels. Do you think when they finish growing, they'll be frosted? Hmm? If they're not frosted, it's like, why? I'd love a donut fresh off the vine. I can't tell if I would rather they be growable or be makeable, because growable means you gotta wait longer. But makeable means you gotta put in more effort. When I was in elementary school, we had an at-school fall festival with stuff like bobbing for apples and catching rubber ducks with magnets. Oh, that's so fun. That's so delightful. So what I'm doing right now, I'll show you. I'm trying to work on improving the onboarding and contributor experience of the Camunda Community Hub. And one thing I'm looking at is this contributor graph. So like adding this so that people who contribute in different ways can be recognized. So for example, this shows like all the different emojis mean different things, like bug report, contributed code, contributed documentation, spoke at an event, all these different things. And I value all the different contributions we have to the community, which I think is great. Downside being you have to manually add each one. It cannot pull from the contributor list in GitHub. So yeah, I remember that. I remember the fishing over the thing. Ours was like a wooden wall thing, but so I'm looking at that because I think that would be a fun way to recognize contributors. Yeah, it does. Because what you got to do is you got to say, so they do have a bot, which is better. And the way that works is you say, add so-and-so for this thing, and then the bot will do it. But we have like 99 people, 215 projects, and some of those projects have contributors that aren't in the organization. So it'd be tricky. I'm wondering if I just invite people to do it themselves, if they would or not. I don't know. It'd be cool if I could just set it up myself and not have to ask other people for help, because I feel like they, you know, you wake up and you see like, hey, guess what? You're recognized right down here. Like that would be kind of cool surprise, but being like, okay, do a pull request. Do a pull request to add yourself in as a contributor. Yeah, I guess that's true. But like, I could always check on that, I guess. I don't feel like people would do that. Because the other thing is, when they add themselves, I believe it links to their contribution. So like, let's say, oh no, it doesn't. Oh, it does if you, oh, okay. So depending on the type, like the code contribution links to commits. But yeah, I don't know how many people would be like, I gotta add people to this, or I gotta add myself so it looks like I did more. I want to see if there's an example of like someone adding themselves to the contributor graph on one of these. Hello, Maddie Two Shoes. It's so good to see you. That is a very cute emote. 10 out of 10. Have a good therapy. Thank you for popping by. Yeah, okay, so here's an example. What is that? Oh, that's another sandwich one. Amazing emotes. Yeah, thanks for popping by. I've been pretty consistent now that I haven't been sick, and I'm pretty proud of it. So we're just doing some co-working. I'm working on seeing if I want to install something like this in the GitHub org I run for Camunda. And I'm looking to see how tricky it would be, because it's a kind of manual process, but I think people would appreciate it. Okay, so when you use the bot, it goes like that. Oh, interesting. But I wonder, I don't know if I would be able to do it in the comment because we have so many repos. So like if I did it in the comment in here, I don't think it would pull that to the README for the org overall. Wonder if there's an example like that. Oop. Where did this window go? Oh, it's down here. So here's, yeah, even all contributors doesn't have it in their big README. They have it in the individual ones. So I wonder, let me look at the way this looks for them. Invalid. So that's how you handle it if you get spam. That's so funny. It looks like you have not contributed. That's really funny that people are trying to get added when they haven't contributed. Okay, but here's someone who did. And yeah, this is in the same thing. Dang, I don't know. Let's look at the bot usage. The data used to generate the contributors list will be stored there. You can configure how you want it to do the list. So I wonder if I put for project name, I did the whole I wonder if I configured the project name correctly, if I could get it to work for all the repos or not. That would be cool. But I think I might have to add it to all the repos. FAQ. Oops. Help us improve. Let's look at some issues. See if this is a thing that other people have. Here we go. Ah, yeah, this is similar to what I want. Blah, blah, blah. We want to recognize all old contributors. That's going to say, by the way, we don't do that. You have to do it manually, probably. Here we go. Contributors per GitHub organization. Status available. Let's see. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. This is so funny because I know Ruth. And Ruth was like, hey, I would like this feature. We are the same. But I think they have it set up. Here we go. Yeah, they have it. So I wonder, do they have a thing that's like, here's how you add yourself as a contributor? Let's see. Contributing. Oh, that's gone. I fixed that link and then add myself as a contributor. What was I looking for? Contributing. Contributing. It doesn't have anything about adding a contributor, I don't think. Okay, so let me look in their pull requests. I might also just reach out to Ruth and be like, hey, how does this work? How did y'all set it up? Did I have an example? Yeah, contributor. Cool. And this was just done 5 days ago, even though... Oh, I was going to say it's an older PR, but it didn't get approved for a while. Okay, cool. So... And this is for... Mautic/Mautic. And it's not on their main page. Interesting. Interesting. So then I wonder if I go under any of these other ones, if they'll have a contributor thing. They do. Okay. So it might be on a per repo basis, which is what I wanted to avoid. But that might be the best way to do it. But then I can't make people do this, which is totally fine. We have too many repos. Well, let's look at their contributor experience a little bit more. Get involved before we tell you how to install and use it. We like to shamelessly plug our awesome user and developer communities. Users start here for inspiration. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook once you're familiar. Go to Slack. Calling all devs, testers, and tech writers. Look at our guidelines for contributing. Yeah, I think we have something similar like this. And then they also have a get involved page. Oh, okay, interesting. So they have other ways that you can get involved that aren't all on GitHub, right? So they're like, you can join our Atlassian board or our Jira board. I read the URL. Oh, this is literally what I'm working on. That's so funny. Copy for the welcoming, the page for the README. Contribute code on GitHub. Meetups, community rules. Okay. That's very similar to our setup. So I think I'm going to comment on one of these. Let's see. I can not add all my previous contributors. Oh, third-party script to add previous contributors. And that's as far as that went. Let's see. We primarily use mono repos, which each repo includes multiple packages. And we want to also recognize people on a per package basis. Yeah, it's a little different for what I want. Fix 404s. I think this one is what I want, but let's see. Yeah. There has to be a way to automate this. It says this one. What a funny title for an issue. Wait, reopen closed tab. We have a repository for our website, which is where we'd like our contributors to show up. However, if we have other repos we also want included. Okay, that's a little different. So I'm going to comment on this one. I would like to echo the above. We have an organization at the Camunda Community Hub with over 200 repos and almost repos. I would like to recognize people across all the repos, not just on each individual project. I understand. Well, let me read a little bit more. Oh. Okay, there's a couple of workarounds that might work. Interesting. Is this still something that is... Is this issue something... How do I want to phrase this? Will you be working on this? You plan to work on? If not, I can try to find or make a workaround. Thinking. Is this, I'm gonna change it to, is this idea something that is planned for the future? Or, I noticed this thread is older. There we go, that sounds softer. Have a good BRB, Liz. So we'll see if that's a thing. Okay. And now I'm looking at some more contributor onboarding stuff. So another one I was looking at before is MDN, which is Mozilla, what is it called? Mozilla, what is the DN? Oh, formerly Mozilla Developer Network, formerly Mozilla Developer Center. All right, but let's see what their process is like. Mission, be a part. You can be a part of this, but it doesn't say how. I guess they're assuming you know enough about GitHub to find it. Maybe it's under projects. Roadmap. Here we go. Contributor task board. Help wanted. Lot of different tags. That's kind of nice. Dogs. Cool. Okay, but let's say I wanted to work on this. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of clear information about how to get started, but let me look under contribution guidelines. I mean, that's their code of conduct, but that's not really a contributing.md kind of thing. Yeah. Get involved. Click. Translate. Okay, so maybe their actual start to the journey is on their website. Like, do you want to contribute to the code base? Click here. Yeah, and then this is where the actual contributing stuff is. Interesting. Oh, it's break time already. Boop. We have a cabbage. Seldom cabbage. And we have 1 week left in winter. We can only buy things that take a week. Wait, is that all? That's all we got this week. Sugar cookie. There we go. Just buying all the things. Plant all the things. Water all the things. And then because we haven't made any more money, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy the upgrade for more peas at the beginning of a season. Yep. Yerp. We'll just have to vibe until then. I am going to run to the bathroom. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves, or don't. I'm not your dad. Hello. Look at me using my stream deck to change scenes like some kind of professional. Amazing. Oh, excuse me. I lead a challenging existence because it's almost 4 p.m. and I'm very sleepy. It's not even a sleepy day. I think it's because my toddler decided to wake up at 7, which is a little early for him. And I know a lot of babies wake up at like 5 a.m. But you know. Oh, look at you fixing your sink. Look at you. That's huge. Again, I'm next up on the list is installing an exciting button for when good things happen like that. Oh my god, I didn't water the guys up here. There we go. Oh, almost didn't grow the donuts. But yeah, great job. What kind of fix? Is it like a sink clog kind of thing? I have a clogged sink right now, but I don't want to do it because it's going to be gross. It's going to be hair or something. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. The sink pull-up down thing broke, and I was nervous it was going to be hard, but it's actually a $10 replacement part and should take all of 5 minutes to do. Oh, nice! I feel like a lot of maintenance stuff is, like, surprisingly easy like that. We just don't know how to do it. We were never taught. That's awesome. Okay, we've got a frog eating a burger. We've got a bear doing science. And we've got a duck doing circus? Question mark? Good activities. And me, I'm just a silly goose doing community work. Just a goose. Closing some tabs out so we can look at stuff. This is actually very cool. I haven't seen anyone else doing anything like this, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. But I clicked on this. So this was in issues and it was pinned, which is why I was interested in clicking on it. And I guess every Friday they do Open Source Friday and they hang out in the Slack and test PRs and bugs to fix, which is pretty cool. I wonder what that looks like. And then they also have an integration that links to the forum if a GitHub issue is mentioned, which is pretty cool. Every Friday we come together in the community, here I'll make this bigger, to test bug fixes, features, and improvements, working on any current issues that have been reported. Other teams are also working on projects from marketing to education to community. Very cool. So because I know Ruth, I might actually reach out and be like, can you tell me more about this Open Source Friday? This is very rad. Every single bug fix and feature has been tested by at least 2 people like you, users who give a bit of their time back to help. That's very cool. And then stuff that each group is working on as well. Gonna save this URL and the GitHub one as well. And then I wonder if they have one of those every week. I bet it's hard to come up with a different title every time. That's a challenge. The secret's out. You can help us. Friday, the best day of the week. Blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, each month they do contributor stats as well, which is cool. Top contributing companies. Contributions are defined here, blah, blah, blah. You want to get on this list. And then most active members, new contributors, and supporters. Man, that's cool too. I wonder if 49 views, 2 likes. So I wonder if people look at this, like if it's worth the effort to share it with everybody. Or if this is just something I should pull internally. Here we go. February contributor shoutouts and thank yous. They show their reports as well. Most active members. Top contributors. New contributors. Top supporters. Savannah. We don't use Savannah. There's Ruth. Most active. Our good old friend Ruth. No, this is cool. I would love to do something like this, at least internally as well. Okay. So this is the only page that Mozilla has about contributing. Interesting. Oh, contribute.mozilla.org. Oh, that's this. Okay. Huh. Oh, I wonder. I don't think we have our newsletter on our community page. Meetups, events, forum. Oh, we do. Okay. But it doesn't have a box. I feel like the box makes it more enticing. I lost what we were looking at. There it is. Sign up now. Is this it? And then each of those goes to a different page. Interesting. Interesting. Let's close out some of these huge number of tabs that I have right now. Yeah, this was another one that I got to look at. And then I also had open sourced, which I don't know where I put it. But I think this one is similar. Like, it doesn't really have much of a README here. But if you look at the main one, here we go, contributing. Oh, I like the image. It makes it fun. Blah blah blah. Filing issues, do this. Documenting. Working with the source. Oh gosh, we're doing Maven stuff too. It's so hard. Cool. And then a lot of this is just about the product when I was looking at this earlier, which is not a bad thing. It's actually formatted really well for a GitHub README because it's Markdown mainly. So it's I don't even know how you get the images on the left and right. I'm impressed. It's definitely prettier than mine. Setup and getting started with the code. So it helps because we don't do, like our core product isn't under this repo. So I don't have to have a lot of instructions for that. Discussion forum, Stack Overflow. And then, yeah, they have the contributors as well. Gosh, I wish this were easier to implement for our project because it's so cool. I'm gonna make it happen, but it might be more annoying than it needs to be. Okay. And then what was the other one? Open sourced. I wanted to look at open sourced in all of GitHub. All right. So open source is fun because it's pizza themed. And I was looking at it earlier and I really like this graphic here. So I might see if I can get with the team and make some sort of header for the main README. Where is ours? I'll show you. I'll show you what it looks like now. So, oh, I'm not even sharing the right screen. I'm so sorry. Just talking to myself over here. So yeah, open source has this beautiful graphic up here, this little header, which I think is great. And then this is a really short README compared to ours. And yeah, ours doesn't have any images, so it's pretty dry comparatively. Yeah. This is just like, here's some links to all the different things. And I don't feel like that's would do as well on ours. But let's see if I go to just the home page. Oh, I wonder if they just like took a screenshot of this header and put it on the GitHub. That's what it looks like. Let's see. Limit contributor churn. Insights on contributions. Tell me your pricing, I'm curious. Ah, okay. Interesting. Insights up to 10 repos. I didn't even know they had insights like this. That's very cool. Because there's a limited amount of insights that GitHub gives you. Okay, so about brand assets blog hot.opensauce.pizza. Yeah, this is what I was looking at, was like projects people are working on. The Primogen is another software streamer. Oops. It's interesting to see one of his projects up here. The anime repo. Good. Good, good. Okay, so Pocket Base. Upvoted. Free Code Camp. Oh yeah, that's another one I was looking at. Pocket Base. React. That might be good. Awesome List. Let's start here. It would help if I clicked on the actual repo. React is a JavaScript library, blah, blah, blah. Installation, documentation, contributing guide. Contributing. code of conduct, guide, and the guide is actually on their website. Where to find known issues. Okay. Awesome lists. I wonder if there's any Kamunda ones in here. Nope. We have a couple awesome lists. I don't even know what category it would go in. Maybe platforms. Not programming languages, not front end, not really back end. MISC. Maybe MISC. Man, awesome. Very cool. Do they have a thing for... Yep, contributing. You can tell how old this documentation is. Screenshots are many years old of the layout of GitHub. Okay, free code camp. Let's look at how they do stuff. They have 4,600 contributors. That is a lot. This is what free code camp is. Become a sponsor. Free code camp. Dev docs, classroom, chapter. So it makes sense that their main product is probably the thing that has most stuff on it. Certifications. And this links you to all the different courses, which I'm taking one right now, so it's kind of wild. Cool to see. Blah, blah, blah. We also have these things. Reporting bugs and issues. Here's how you report a bug. Reporting vulnerabilities, do this. Contributing, here we go. Boop. This community is possible thanks to thousands of kind volunteers like you. You can answer questions on the forum, give feedback on coding projects, help us translate, contribute to GitHub. Go back to there. Here's the guidelines. Okay, these are in the docs. Code of conduct. FAQ. I'm new to GitHub and open source. Where do I start? There you go. What do I need to know? It runs on the stack. Can I translate? Sure. Can I contribute articles? Yes, but that's somewhere else. How do I report a bug? What do these labels mean? Oh, I like this. Ah, link to the glossary. That's in GitHub. That's kind of cool. Where do I start if I want to work on an issue? Oh, I was like, what's a chat server? It's Discord. I've never seen someone refer to it as a chat server. That's funny. Okay. Best practices. I'm gonna save their labels because we don't have very many, and sometimes I think we need more, but I never know what to do. We also have GitHub discussions, so that's like you can also use labels on those, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know, we feel like we should have more, but I don't know. Like, it might be good to have some stuff like these to organize repos. Wow, they've got so many things that are open. That stresses me out just looking at it, actually. 32,000 PRs closed. And this doesn't even have anything. Here's the one change they made. They added a smiley face. Wild. Okay, but this one is... that's a automatic one. Oh, cool. You can... This is to clarify hints. I like that. Because sometimes I'm doing these classes and I'm like, that hint wasn't hintful. Hintful? Helpful. Whew. So many things. Okay, that's actually helpful. I really want to get a cool banner. PRs, welcome. First timers only friendly. Code helpers. PRs, welcome. I made it. These are cool. First contributions, good first labels, or good first issues. First timers only. This is kind of cool. The idea is that you save some issues that are just for people who haven't done open source before. And they're super like small fixes that may even be directly stated in the issue, but it's so that you get the handle of doing the process of open source. Actually very cool. The easiest way to get started to contributing to open source projects. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright, it's break time. And we are in spring. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see how rich we are? Do you see this? We got a gift of peas. 1 year of farming, we got a snail. Only one snail. I mean, not to be ungrateful, but that's a... We need more snails. We need more snails. We only have 10. It's the beginning of spring, so let's see. We can do a higher yield. Or we could do unlock fiddlehead ferns. Or get peas for each minute focusing. What do y'all think? More peas per minute, higher yield from spring crops, or fiddlehead ferns? That's so many things we could do. We're rich. I'm thinking more peas per minute. Oops, I did it. Okay, and then we have 27 peas. Let's do some leeks, a potato, and a turnip. Plant. Water, water, water. Beautiful. Beautiful. We've reached our long break. I don't think we have enough folks to do words on stream. Is there any other games we can do? I just searched for games on stream. That's not gonna work, but let's see. Yeah, it's like the best game to stream on Twitch today is League of Legends. That's not what we're looking for. Words on streams alternatives. Just a quick little break. Or LOL break. Did you mean lil or did you mean lol? Oh, quickly. I got it. I have one brain cell. Yeah, let's play a 40-minute game. Stream racers. Marbles on stream. No, you're fine. Again, I have one brain cell. Oh, I'd say we could do the Wordle, but Colby already told me what it was today. How on earth? What? I typed words on stream alternatives. And one of the recommended things is Catholic streaming alternatives steadily growing. So clearly I'm not going to find what I'm looking for. Catholic streaming services, who knew? Sus. I find myself curious about what that entails. And yet I don't want to know more. You know? Please do not inform me. I feel like I sound so stuffy and I'm very sorry about it. Hello, Coding Vibe. Welcome back. Did you have a good therapy? My nose is so stuffy. This is how I die. We're on our long break, but we don't have enough people for words on stream, so I tried to look for alternatives and Google told me League of Legends. I'm glad you had a good therapy, though. That's good. That's good. It's important to do. I actually have therapy for the first time in 3-4 months this week. Tomorrow, I believe. My therapist was out on parental leave, so it's exciting. We have so much to catch up on. Mainly, I just want to know about her baby, though, so, like... I wish people would pay me money to talk about my baby. Also, we've officially played through a year of PomoFarm. We're back at spring, which is pretty wild. Oh my god, we just got a daycare photo? It better be so cute. I bet it's gonna be. Oh my god, the expression on this baby's face is so angry looking. That's very out of character. Oh, that's really funny. It might just be that it's bright outside, but he's looking directly at the camera like... Incredible. 10 out of 10. Because they're not swinging him, they're taking a picture. That's why he's mad. It's like, hey. Also, if you zoom in, there's a kid crying in the background, and that's very funny. Not because kids crying is funny, but, you know. But also... I can't believe I've still been... God, research takes forever. I've been doing this for too long today to still be going. It's true. It's true. I do feel the need to over-explain literally everything. And I blame Twitter for that. I'm not saying that I hate waffles. I'm just saying that I love pancakes. Eating pretzels on a Wednesday. I also like waffles. I don't understand why there's an argument. Let's just eat both. Am I wrong? I'm very proud of all my Stream Deck things. Go me. I feel like pancakes are easier to get right than waffles, but I don't know why I feel that way. Because as soon as I said it out loud, I was like, I don't know about that. So... All right. Let's just jump right in. Look at these angels. All three of them besties. So let's see. Gonna look at some more. Ooh, blueberry strudel pancake. Yum. Dang, that sounds good. I haven't had pancakes in a while now. So this is another one I was going to look at for their contribution guidelines. Here we go. Come visit. It comes in vegan. I need to visit, like, you know, before we move, probably. As a minimum. Okay. Yeah, this is mostly technical implementation stuff, which is totally fine. Just not what I was looking for. Let's look at their... Okay, and then they don't have anything on here. Pew, pew. Let me just approve this real quick. Looks good to me. Rocket. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I'll do anything with that. Okay. This sounds like a real song. Like, no shade to Chill Hop, but this is like, I feel like I could hear this on the radio. I think I used to have a page on the website about contributing to Kamunda, and I think it's gone now. I knew they moved it out of the main nav, but I can't even find it. kind of frustrating. Because it doesn't have anything about contributing to the product, to the main code base. I'm gonna note that. Yeah, here's the page, but I had to find it on Google. Okay. It was under resources developers, but I really feel like maybe it should be under community. Maybe that's it. Because it's not just developer stuff. And then I feel like maybe this should be, so our how to contribute stuff in GitHub does not go with this, right? Like maybe I should make sure that these match a little bit more. Because yeah, maybe this should be linked in here somewhere. Or maybe even the same text or something. And here's our Q&A. I feel like we just have so much documentation. Like if you look, there's so many different pages. Oh yeah, I need to delete this roadmap. It's not accurate anymore. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot because there's a lot of different things you can do, but I feel like I already redid a lot of this when I joined to make this a little bit clearer. Like I put existing extensions, like how you can find them here and like higher up. And then I added a table of contents. I don't think that was there. And then I changed a lot of this to be links to other things based on what you're looking for rather than it all being in one doc. But it is a lot. Alvi Doodle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well today. Having a good Wednesday or maybe Thursday if you are far in the future. Yeah, and then some of this stuff also overlaps. Oh yeah, and a lot of these are out of date, actually. Like Camunda Cloud and Camunda Platform are not the name of those anymore. So this might be... Thank you for the hydrator dihydrate. I've not drank any real water, just bubbly water all stream, so I appreciate it. Yeah, there's no dehydrate option. That's what happens when that's the dihydrate. So yeah, maybe the first thing I want to do is do what I did when I first started and just redo all this documentation again to try to make it clearer. It's going to be a pain, but I think it'll be worth it. And make it prettier. Put an image up here because I really like the ones that have an image in their main. Even if it's a simple image, I think it's good. The other thing that's not super clear here is that these extensions are not officially supported by the company. So like you can't email Camunda support to get support for any of these community run extensions. And that is in our FAQ and things like that, but I don't think it's not on the main page. So it might be something useful to put there. Because it's important. Like, where even is that information? Now I'm looking for it and I can't find it. Let's see. Maybe under contributing? Was I just there? Issues in PR. Code contributions, non-code contributions. Yeah, I think it's not very clearly listed anywhere. That's wild. I didn't realize that. Maintainer and reviewer expectations. Style guide? Oh no, this is just our writing style guide. Which is great, but not what I was wondering if it had included some stuff about like, oh, by the way, this is not officially supported. As they're community led, people are working in their free time. Yeah, so I think I need to expand the troubleshooting area of the main README. Wow, I'm opening VS Code for the first time in 1,000 years. This one? Looks like the current branch might have been rebased. I don't know what that means. Your current branch is behind. Yeah, I know I need to get pull, but what do I do that? How do I do that? Let's see. Pull. What is rebased? Oh, that should be fine. Oh my god, I don't care. Can I just grab it again? We're cloning again, because I don't know how to do this. Here we go. So I think what I'm gonna do here is be like, note projects in the Kamuna Community Hub are not officially supported. Let's see if I have some language around this already. Troubleshooting. Copy this. I bet I can grab some of this stuff. Troubleshooting and community support. There's actually nothing about that these are not officially supported. Okay, so let's see. If you have questions or are encountering a problem, remember that the community is here to help. And I'm gonna say like, we have the forum, which I believe actually the forum link is now updated. I think it redirects, but I think it's just, is that correct? Yeah, that's correct, okay. So we have the forum. So I'm actually going to put the community hub, just GitHub discussions first, because that's where I want people to go. The forum is helpful for the Camunda user. Forum is helpful for troubleshooting and asking questions. The GitHub discussions is where issues or requests regarding the community hub can be is for issues or requests for the community hub. The user forum is helpful for troubleshooting and asking questions. Or reach out to the Camunda DevRel team by tagging us in an issue. And it's like at Camunda Community Hub /DevRel. Or in an issue or PR. Or via email. If you have a question related to getting started contributing to the Camunda open source ecosystem, or need to reach out to the Camunda team, you can start a discussion. Okay. We highly encourage you to post to the forums about your extension. Gosh, I feel like maybe it's the docs site that has language around this that I can take, because it's hard, it's tricky to write. Maybe look, plugin? Plugins. Here we go. Community extensions. Okay, this is good to know. And then let me check these docs. Community clients, maybe? What is the thing I'm looking for? Plugin? Here we go. Forum. Yeah, so I think that language in the C7 docs is the best one, at least for now. Can't say not supported by support. Not supported by support is just a very funny way to phrase that. I'm gonna finish this and then take a break. How do you do emojis in Markdown? Is that not right? Oh, the things I Google. Emojis for Markdown. Oh, GitHub Markdown emojis. Oh, these are like interesting. There's got to be more than just that. I just want the little caution sign. I see the stop sign. Maybe I'll do like a light bulb? I don't want it to be like alarming. Oh, it's warning. Here we go. That should go correctly. Okay. Not supported by Camunda support. That's too many supports. Actually, I guess what I could do is they're not part of the Camunda platform product. Camunda does not support community extensions as part of its commercial services to enterprise customers. So I'll say Camunda community manage Camunda extensions. How about Camunda extensions found in the Camunda Community Hub are maintained by the community and are not part of the commercial Camunda product. Camunda does not support community extensions as part of its commercial services to enterprise subscription customers. That should be fine. I'll have to work with our docs team anyway to make sure we're... Oops. What did I do? I'll have to work with our docs team anyway to make sure that we have similar information on each page. So I won't upload it yet anyway. But I think that's it. I think we're done. Let's look at our farm. Hello, PomoFarm. We have a radish. Boop boop. And we can buy a leek, and a tulip, and a potato, and a turnip, and a turnip, and a turnip. Lettuce, turn up the beat. Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. Perfect. Incredible. I think I'm gonna call it after this little break period, so let's see who's online and who we can raid. Come on, Twitch. Tomato is a hero. Tomato is my best friend. I would die for Tomato. Let's look under software and game development. Quite a few co-working folks. One of this streamer's title is just "I'm getting paid 1,500 for this today, Lamau." I wonder if it's a sponsored tweem. A sponsored tweem. Yeah, okay. I think we should do Pot UX, which I think is how we pronounce that. I was actually creeping on I think she uses she her pronouns the other day, and she seems very nice. So we'll raid Pot UX. Just a little baby raid. Just a little baby raid. But we'll say hi. She seems very kind. And I created a raid key. Oh, okay, that's what I did. Okay. I knew I had a raid button that I made on my stream deck, but I couldn't remember what other things it did. So I guess now it's telling you to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I might update that. I don't know. We'll see. Just trying to do more stuff. Just trying stuff out, y'all. Just trying stuff out. Thank you for coming. I appreciated everyone who popped by today. Y'all are all wonderful humans. I hope you had a really good Wednesday. I will be back on Friday. We're doing more of the JavaScript and like backend API and whatnot course. One day I'll remember the full title of it. And it is debugging is what we're learning next. So have a good time with that. Join if you would like. And I will see you on Friday. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, we just got raided. Oh my goodness. Mia Moore, hello, welcome in. We're about to end. Actually, we're going to raid Amashrin? Hopefully she's not ending. I asked her if she's ending, but I completely missed it because Kylo just distracted me. Too bad. Get rated anyway. Thank you so much, Coding Vibe. Hello. My name is Pot. I am a UX designer, and I work from home. I'm usually here. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm usually here Monday through Friday from 9-ish, 10 to 5 to 6. And yeah, thank you so much. People here are so nice. Very wholesome stream. And we just keep each other accountable. I hope your stream went well.